Welcome, everyone. We are beginning our gathering here today on August 26th at 2 p.m. Let's all take a nice deep breath together and ground ourselves as we take what I call our roll call. When I strike this on the third time, I'd like each woman to say her name 3 times. Jan, Jan, Jan. Did you hear that beautiful song that we played on the screen share? I'd forgotten some of those verses, and this is the sound of one voice stepping out of fear. That is us. This week, the last week, have you felt the escalation, the stair-stepping of placing you on your platform of courage and the willingness to claim fulfilling your promise? I did a program earlier this week and it was called Claiming Your Crown. I kind of like that too, but that's a different topic. So welcome everyone. I appreciate all those that are joining us today. So I want to take my part now of helping you create circles and centers as part of feminine leadership in action. What are the words? One day I listed all these and I got tired of listing them. Collaborative, connective, communicative, co-creation. All of these words build the SOAR vision, and then more C's, building circles and centers. And so people hear me say this, and I actually have a wonderful screen share in just a moment that I'm going to share with you. Oh, I love it when tech works. I just have to pinch myself. Okay. So these are the things that I have been working with for many years now. And funny, but I don't think we need to buy a big center in France anymore. I think we're doing this all in the etheric over the internet and connectivity. SOAR circles and centers, templates for building the new paradigm through new structures, the feminine way. That's the goal of SOAR, to share and grow through the circles and centers using 3 modalities: the arts, sustainable living principles, and leadership opportunities and leadership support. So let's talk about circles. Right now, women are isolated. They have these spiritual experiences. I heard someone, their family even put them in a psychiatry unit when they said they had an alien visitation. And in the future, that won't be so, but it's a place to share our feelings, ideas, and visions in a safe place. Why? Because you're in a resonant circle and these people are at your level of development. You can be witnessed and honored as a change agent, have deep support, and create new outcomes together. It's no accident that the whole design for the planet is actually the flower of life. Imagine that you and your voice are holding a vortex in one of those circles, but actually it overlaps in someone else's circle. So Sahar's standing in the middle of one of those. I'm standing in one of the middle, but we collaborate and strengthen and support each other, all raising our vibration and connectivity. So my sister's a therapist. She says, Jan, this is great, but people don't know what you mean when you say start a circle. So essentially, you're going to identify women that you like, you resonate with, and you invite them. You can set a get acquainted time with each potential member. 3 to 9 members is ideal. Set a weekly or monthly time to meet for 1 hour or so. I recently took 2 complete strangers who I felt would benefit, and I know they're on the call today, and I might bring them up later if it works. One is driving, but the other one will be able to speak up. And I put them together, and I went on the first Zoom, and I laid this out, and they have become the fastest friends and support team. And I see that their energy is expanding to invite other people as well. So how to create these SOAR centers. The template for a powerful meeting is to have a welcome, usually by the leader, then a deep sharing, which is timed, loosely timed. In the group that I have created, I call it the council. If someone just says a little bit, they say, I donate my time to the group, because often a person is suffering. We then find the connections everyone shares. We find the connection with that, and we drop into a meditation for relief, better outcomes, and more clarity. It is not a it's very therapeutic, but it's not a therapy group. So we keep the focus on being a positive witness growth with respectful boundaries. We don't give advice. We don't need know-it-alls. We just want witnessed. We don't fix each other. We don't suddenly turn the group into, well, let's all pray for you specifically because you're a mess this week. We truly just supportive listening. And guess what? The next week, somebody else is on the hot seat. So it would become a therapy group if we didn't keep those boundaries. During the meditation part, drop into a sacred space, take a breath, whatever you choose. We take turns leading on our meditation to build our leadership ability. We bring our personal and global intentions for good outcomes into the meditation, and we use sound and ritual and breathing to drop into a soul space. I specifically use the Be the Light process that I've used for years. It's a 3-step process. All you have to do is email me, and I'll send you a card and also hook you up to a YouTube so you can do it right along with me. It is a very simple, very profound way to drop into that meditative space. So a woman who creates a group has a resonance and a magnetism that attracted other people in that kind of resonate with her energetic field and intention. So look over on the left, that you're creating this group. You hold the maypole. Then you attract other women that come in that enhance, but do not try to take your place in the middle in the maypole. Often women come into groups and they feel kind of, oh, gee, I wish I had this group, and they try to be smarty pants and they kind of push the leader off of the platform instead of enhancing and saying, would you like to sit in my center in this moment and teach or lead the meditation? And then you retake your space. It is communication, it is boundaries, it is integrity and respectful. And this is how we create the new paradigm over on the right. The new paradigm is each of us standing in our leadership power, being asked to come and stand in other people's circle, and then holding our own circle powerfully. This is our council one morning in OG. And we have 7. And guess what? Sometimes only 3 come. And it's so powerful because Spirit is called those beings to come that day to share and work through a specific holding pattern that women have carried as an archetype that we heal through us. We are circuit boards, volunteer surrogates for the clearing of long time stuck, unaligned energies through the feminine, and we are bringing through very high vibrations to clear it out. So we're free. So we are free and feel safe in that freedom. Support circles do this and more. Okay, so we're going to move on to, and all of this is at the Facebook SOAR Voice of Truth Initiative, I've created templates there. They're called units. All you have to do is go there, make a copy. If you see anything on this screen, go ahead and do a screenshot. How to create a SOAR center. Well, first of all, it doesn't have to be a center. It could just be an extra bedroom in your house, or it could be a large retreat center that you and your husband have been running for 20 years. You take people in and you have an exchange that you get to steer. Someone has resonated and wants to come spend time with you. You set the price, the when, everything works for you and the person. You're sharing your life experience through arts, culture, food, however you want to set it up. You might provide a class, education, or event. It is a sacred, safe, sane experience in an ever chaotic world. So I seem to have a little stuckaroo problem here. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. The idea is to encourage visitations and exchanges and ultimately more affordable, supportive, communal living situations. Because as women meet each other and they're finding their resources and social financial systems aren't meeting their needs, money goes further when you are sharing with others, and not everybody has to own the lawnmower. There can be communal kitchens. This is how Indigenous people lived in sustainable ways. So I'm beginning to make a list, compiling here on my website. I have a web page dedicated and has information on there of how to, it's Sound and Light, healingarts.com. Then before we end, I'll put some more links there. But you can start pulling together. Do I want a SOAR woman to come visit me? And who would I like to go visit? This is like our own little travel agent of a very high vibrational field. So think about this. You are creating a supportive circle. Maybe you've made a center for your home. Now think about how you can form and implant yourself in the world and in other people's minds, that you have mastery over a specific gift that you are courageously stepping up to share. So this is called creating your own platform or home. And I put this in here because some of you are right in the middle. You take your gifts, you've learned mastery, you are claiming that you are a master or just about a master at this, and SpaghettiOs. Okay. So you're going to be offering classes and events as an advisor. So eventually I'm going to create a SOAR directory. But guess what? I personally don't want to do that since we're better together. I'm going to have someone else step up who likes doing that. And I do see the SOAR, as founder of a SOAR, that I am a hub of exchange and facilitation, but I'm not the end all. I'm asking for other people to take pieces of this work in their hands and work with it. This was created with Santon de la Vie and Karen Jackson. And we got together and we said, well, what is our role as women, as transitional agents from the old to the new paradigm? We are builders of the new paradigm, leadership, healing, art, sustainable living. We are the bridge builders, the meeters, the greeters, transition teams. And I know that each of you has a role and a gift that fits into this model. So my role is a cheerleader to help you start thinking about these new structures if they resonate with you. So when there's a center exchange, you're pretty much just being yourself, doing what you do. Activities, you should taste Sahar's Palestinian cooking. Man, it's just like home, baby. It's just the spices and and she's invited us over in her groups in her home, and we know her heart then. If you sing a culture's music, you can never have negative thoughts about those people once you sing their music. So these are different ways we can have these exchanges. And here's a delightful woman, Sarah Boyd. Sarah, I hope you're on the call today, who's created a retreat center, and we've been in communication for years, and I just interviewed her. And her center is around music and tone and playing the lyre. It's in Brittany, France, ladies. All right, let's get a list. Let's sign up after the pandemic and go. She has beautiful accommodations, and she began music at age 50. So there you go. So this plan came to me as a vision about a decade ago, and SOAR is a bigger part of the reclaiming of planet Earth by benevolent beings. So we women are really performing an important role here. So watch the Facebook page, updates, charts, interviews, keep in touch. I'll be interviewing more, lots of different things, resources like this to help you just keep thinking and learning and joining in, and there'll be educations. For years, I did circles in Marin County. It was really fabulous with amazing women, and that was the preparation of meeting, aligning, expanding our experiences and consciousness. We have fun and create, and all of this is a new feminine model, a new feminine model. So I believe we're at the end of this. Oh, over the years, I've made so many charts just to prove it can happen. You know, the left brain part. And there are some of the amazing women that I've gotten to know and work with. There we go. Okay, SOAR Women's Leadership. I'm going to stop the share now and come back. And we are now ready to introduce